Y'all, is Drew and Ralph back together again? Is they back together again? Why is that man feeding you? Why was he up in the house cooking steaks? Why is y'all acting lovey-dovey? Let's talk about it, y'all. Hey, Jack Squad, my YouTube family. Listen, I watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, see, Drew was cooking with Ralph. See, the thing that women need to know, young black women need to know, you cannot play around with a black man. When you're done, be done. There's no gray area. Either you're done or you're not. Because they don't understand. Their wires get crossed up. You either done or you're not. I learned this as a young woman. You cannot be friendly with them. It's going to be years probably before you're able to be friends and he don't think nothing of it, right? So I seen a video with Drew in the kitchen cooking with Ralph. Now, you know, Ralph been living down in the basement. See, Ralph is very calculating, and he know Drew's elevator don't go all the way to the top. He knows that. He's married to it, right? Now, you trying to want her to pay you alimony and take the house from her, and then you got kids with the woman, right? I don't like Ralph. I never liked Ralph because I could see through him, right? He's not a nice guy. And I see the video. They in the kitchen cooking like a lovey-dovey couple. Drew, that's going to come back to hurt you. Unless y'all get ready to get back together, that's going to hurt you. That's going to hurt you. That's going to hurt you, right? He going to hurt you with that one, right? Then he said, call me what you was calling me a few minutes ago. So evidently she called him daddy, right? Then he fed her a piece of the steak or whatever in her mouth. I was like, Lord, Drew. You was just crying. Last time I seen you was crying in the car leaving the lawyer's office. That's who he is. Keep that thought in mind. You know what I used to do? If I broke up with somebody and you just feeling away, you feeling all melancholy and feel like you want to get back with them, I think about the mean, hurtful thing they did and it quickly changed my mind, right? Think about that, Drew, what he's trying to do to you and the harm he's trying to bring to you emotionally, mentally, and financially. Think about that. You, if they're cooking with him, what? You live in the basement, that's where you're going to be. Down in the basement. You need to go somewhere. And see, he's going to stay in that house. He ain't even going to try to look for a house, and I don't know why. Go on. You got kids by this woman. You helped raise her other son. Go on and get you somewhere else. I wouldn't want to be bothered with that because that's a sign of something. That is a sign of something. The fact, I knew you should have been through with him when he went out of town for days and days and didn't call and check on his family. Regardless to the fact that he didn't check on you. He didn't check on his family. He got kids there. You didn't care nothing about him. You just cared about yourself. Now, is that a narcissistic move? Yes, it is. Is he a narcissist? I don't know. But he looked like it. He borderline if nothing else, right? So, I saw that. I saw that Shamea and Porsha that made up, you know, but I don't think it's going to be like it's going to be, ever going to be, right? You know, and I don't know. I would hate to think that Porsha's jealous of her because Porsha been knew that her husband was good to her and they had a lot of money. She knew that. But maybe she don't want Shamea in her spotlight. She was cool with Shamea sitting in the background because Shamea said she wouldn't even be mic'd up. So she was cool with her over there. Now that she right here front and center, you might have a little problem with that, right? I don't know. We're going to see where this lead to because Porsha did tell her mom and them, we're going to squash it and this and that. And the mama looked like if she was okay with that, right? Because, you know, looked like she was okay with that. Maybe just for the cameras. Maybe when the camera shut off, she was like, girl, I told you don't fool with her. I don't know. But the Brit event was so bizarre. Like, you had it at a golf course. I could see if you rented a room or rented some space, but you wanted the ladies to golf in their heels and their dresses. And then you invited all these other people that only wanted to feed the girls. That was so tacky. That was so tacky, Brit. That was so tacky. If I went to an event And there's people sitting down at the table all nice and pretty and decorated and food being passed around, and I'm standing over here with no food. I don't even like going there because I don't drink, so I don't even like going to events that ain't got no food, first of all. Food is on the agenda. I don't care if it's a baby shower, opening of the box or something. I don't care what it is. I need food at the situation. If it ain't nothing but some finger foods, I need something to chew on at your event. You had them people just standing around there watching them girls eat. That was so tacky. Tacky, right? I don't know if Brit eating new money or not. I don't know. I don't know what her money's looking like, but that was tacky. You common sense. And then I thought she had a planner, an event planner. An event planner should have, and if you had one, you need to never use them again. Because the event planner should have told you, girl, you can't just feed your girls first before everybody get there or after they leave or something. That was a horrible event. Horrible. But now, we're going to talk about Charles and Angela. Angela knows her husband, right? Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Charles is from Cleveland, and I don't know. I never knew him, but I had friends. A guy actually dated went to school with him, know him, where he grew up at, right? He is acting just like a Cleveland man. No feelings, no affection. That's how he's acting like that, right? But I'm going to need Charles to at least hold her hand, give her a hug, or answer the question the first time she asks it. Because he's just, the look of Charles, I'm not digging. I'm not digging the way he, and then she got to keep asking her stuff, and she got to pull stuff out of him. And I don't see any affection. I'm sure he probably loves her. He married her, right? Now they trying to blame it on because he an old, grumpy old man. He ain't that old to be acting like that. If he was 85, I could see. He's 60. Do you really like her? I understand you might not want to be on the show. You might not want to film. If you don't want to film, don't go to the events. Just let them span the camera on you in the living room, in the backyard, on the patio or something. Don't quit going to events because you're making her look bad. That you giving her a bad look, Charles. This is from your home, girl. You're giving her a bad look. You are, because she looks unloved. That's how you got her looking on the show. And I know that's not what you wanted to do. I hope that's not what you wanted to do. Or maybe he's acting out. I had an ex like that. He would act out so bad that you don't ask him no more. Don't ask me to do that no more. That's to me, that's what it's given. Okay, you want to be on here, I'm on here, but you ain't gonna like it. You ain't gonna have a good time like you think you is. I'm just saying. Act like a typical old Cleveland Negro, right? Again, Real Housewives of Atlanta was the show. Why? Now, some of these ladies got husbands. These ladies got some husbands, right? But they just don't seem to be as exciting as the other husbands in the past, like Apollo, Peter. By the way, Peter went and turned himself in, child. He had to do 18 months at 64 years old. I guess that hopefully he's in the feds, a little more comfortable. Who else they had on there that was interesting? Todd. Who else? We never got to really see Simon because Porsha didn't come back that season. We didn't like Cordell when she first started. So yeah, it's been some exciting, interesting, I should say, husbands on there. They kind of meshed in Greg. I really like Greg. That meshed in with the girls, right? And they knew how to stay their place. That meshed in and they showed love. Charles ain't showing no love. He ain't sure. He look like he's so uninterested, so unbothered, don't want to be there. He looks bothered, not unbothered. He looks bothered, right? So we'll see, y'all. We watching it. I'm watching it. I'm going to keep watching because I'm stuck on it now. I'm just stuck. But we got to get back to the original premise, they did a good job of trading ladies out. Now, they brought Phaedra back. She came back at the last 2 minutes, so we go see what that gives. Now, we like Phaedra. Phaedra is a big personality, right? She's entertaining. But when he shows, I want them to clean the slate and start over with a fresh batch of women. And don't keep them on there for 10, 15 years. Let's change them out every 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or something, right? Not trying to hurt nobody's bad, because Phaedra is good TV. She's witty, she's funny, she's cute, right? She's fashionable. And when she do things, she's going to do it in a big way. But, Portia's back, Cynthia's back. Like, let's just start over and get a batch. This is what I want for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Get a bunch of women that are truly friends so that we don't have all this conflict all the time. Get a group of women. Go find you some Deltas or some AKAs. Somebody. Find a group. They down there. I know there is. Go find a group of women that's married that are friends in real life. Don't keep mixing people together because it's going to cause chaos. And I know people probably think, well, that won't be good TV. It will be good TV because that's what we want to see, the opulence. We want to see the good times. That's what we want to see. You know, we might have a little fight here and there, but we want to see the good times. That's it. So anyway, y'all, you know, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And most importantly, make sure that you make it happen.